you also look some sort of way. You, Auntie Susan, are looking some sort of way, and no one is calling you out on your short self, on your wrinkled self. So spare people that information because no one asked for it. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new here, Stash is my name, and I am very happy to have you today. Guys, thank you so much for the 100 subscribers. I know it might seem little, but you guys take off time to sit down and watch my videos and comment and keep coming back. I really appreciate you so much. And for those who have not yet subscribed, feel free to subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that you'll be able to receive updates whenever it is that I post. This topic is basically going to be about living life as a plus size person. And I come from a place of saying this because I know for a fact that there are many people that are having struggles with their bodies, accepting themselves. Some people are not plus size, some people are slim, and they have been shamed for that. They have been told to go eat food. Well, some of us are being told, stop eating fries, stop doing this. Whether they have seen us doing it or not, everyone basically assumes that the reason as to why you are the size you are is because you're either eating fries, sleeping too much, not working out. Everyone assumes whatever it is that they think they want, which then brings a little bit of discomfort depending on who the person is. And a lot goes on in our lives as plus size people. So today I just basically wanted to share that and to just encourage anyone who is having body positivity issues that you're not alone, but everything will be okay. You just have to live the life that it is that you want to live, not based on who thinks what or who thinks that you're eating too much of this or less of that in order to look the way you are. So I will start with the first challenge that some of us experience, especially now people like me. I will say many people believe that you are either lazy or unhealthy or you feed unhealthy. That's the reason as to why you are the size that you are, you know. And so you find that even people who are close to you but don't know the entire truth about your life will be like, I think you should stop doing this, I think you should do that. Like somehow everyone feels like they have something to say about your body, a comment or two. Oh, you should wear this bra, or you should do this. There are people who are coming from a place of love, and that's something that I truly understand. But sometimes even when you're coming from a place of love, it can come off as insulting, you know. I remember someone once told me that, do you know if you were thinner, you'd be married by now? I'm like, what? I've never been so confused in my life. Like, who talked of marriage and who said that's the standard? You know, thin people are married and unhappy, fat people are happily married, or they are unhappy. We do not get to decide who is single because of how they look or the size that they look. I think it's a bit unfair to put such plants of doubt into someone's mind, that the reason as to why maybe they are single, that's if they're even hating the fact that they're single, is because of their size. I think that's a bit shallow, but yes, that's one of the challenges that we really face. Everyone has something to say to you with regards to your body. Everyone thinks that they are coming from a good place of, ooh, cut out some sugar, ooh, you should do more skips, ooh, you know. So even when it comes from a place of love, I think we should just stop being overly opinionated about people's bodies, especially because you also look some sort of way. You, Auntie Susan, are looking some sort of way, and no one is calling you out on your short self, on your wrinkled self. So spare people that information because no one asked for it. The other thing that it is that we experience quite a lot is, or that I have experienced as a plus size person is, I don't know if it's called catcalling, but say for example you're moving and you know, border guys, for those who know borders, they're motorcycles. So border guys, taxi guys, everyone throws a comment at you, calls you something. And now for me, this is not something that just started now, even when I was in school, but because I think I've always had like that confidence, my body confidence. When I was smaller, I was confident. When I grew thicker, I was confident. So for me, it was never an issue of how I looked, because I kept on just looking cuter and cuter, like a cake, like a cute cake. So we get those experiences quite a lot where you're passing by a border person and they throw a comment or they call you something, A, B, C, and D, you know. So that's the other challenge that we experience. But for me, how I deal with that, I tell myself, I do not know these people, they are not worth my time, and everyone wants a part of this that they can't have, so that's up to them to say whatever it is they want. I've just met you for 1 single minute of my life and I will never see you again. So for me, I think it stops being an issue because I'm kind of used to it. I just don't take in that information. It comes through this ear, it goes out through the other ear. That challenge that we experience, or that I experience, you know how, because I really like working out, but sometimes you can't commit to it because of time. But you know how many places sometimes don't have lifts, so you have to take like 1,000,000 stairs, and people are always watching you to see if you will go through with it, you know. And truth is, stairs are exhausting, even for the tiniest person. Stairs are exhausting, you know. So after you've taken like the 50th stair or something, they're like, "Hey, Banange, I cannot believe you did that," as if it's like a big deal, you know. Or people using comments like, "Hey, for a thick girl, you're pretty." In fact, they don't say thick, they say, "For a fat girl, you're pretty. You know, for a fat girl, you have hair." Because there is also this other belief that most fat ladies do not have hair. Now, I think that's a mentality that many people have. So they end up, you know, saying funny things like, "My God, I don't know, like, you know, you should be doing this, you should be doing that." Or, I don't know, people have very, very funny comments that they give as if to compliment you, but not so much per se. Because I remember when I first went to the gym and I was consistent for a really long time, there used to be some people who used to say things like, "My God, imagine if she can do all the 100 sit-ups and you the small one you can't." So it seems like a compliment, but you're like, duh, like I'm not disabled, you know. I don't know why people think that being this size means you are disabled, you cannot do anything, you cannot do nothing. I think that's such a very huge misconception that we should change, because who said? It's like saying, "Oh, because you're short, it's surprising that you can walk." As in, the other challenge we experience as thick people is, you know, there's dark inner thighs, or that friction that someone gets from the thighs. It's called Chambra, yeah? It's a bit inconveniencing because now you have to keep on buying jeans. Like, if you're using 5 jeans for the first half of the year, you might definitely have to switch out some of those for the second half of the year, especially your favorite. So you cannot rebound your favorite clothes because they are going to wear out so fast, because your thighs are rubbing together most of the time. Because for things like jeans, it's not like you're going to put bikers inside. Then for dresses, at least how to combat that, if you're a lady, you can put, you know, a biker, you can put some baby oil. Johnson helps. I feel like powder does not help because it wears out so fast. But baby oil, you can move with like a small thing in your handbag. That way you're able to combat that problem. And also, before you sleep, the other thing that I find that helps is, if, say for example, I've walked too much, because there are times I do my road exercise by like walking and everything. If I decide to walk, I make sure that before I sleep, after taking a shower, I put like Vaseline jelly. The Vaseline, it works so well with repairing the skin, and it's smooth, you know, so you do not have to worry about having scaly inner thighs because of that rough skin. So after you have showered so well, you just apply some Vaseline and you should be good to go. So that's a hack. Just use it and you'll thank me later. Other thing that I noticed that we experience as thick people is people will judge us for wearing skimpy, even in places like beaches, because they feel like because of all the flesh that we have going on, we do not have a right to show some skin. I'm a person who likes to dress decent, but say for example, if I'm at the pool and everything like that, and I have a very lovely fitting suit, why not? Like, guys, come on. Every size is a different... I've even lost my words, but I believe for a fact that whether you are small and you look lovely, that's awesome. Whether you're thick and you look lovely, that's super awesome. Like, there is no competition for the one who looked nicest, because guess what? At the end of the day, People, on average, people have exactly 1.5 seconds to think about you before their attention is drawn to either their phones or something else, you know. So at the end of the day, I feel like we should respect ourselves enough to stop judging people for wearing what they should wear in the places they should wear what at, just because we feel insecure. And actually, me, I've come to understand many people who find it weird that maybe, oh, a thick person is wearing something short, something this, something that, something a bit revealing and everything. Those are their insecurities. So people like to extend their insecurities to others because their mentality tells them, oh my gosh, if I was that side, I would feel funny. If I was that size, I would feel this, I would feel that, you know? So I feel like people should just become more educated about some of these things so that when you're talking or judging, you're coming from a place of knowing as opposed to just saying things for, you know. The other challenge that I've seen that people like us experience is people will constantly be surprised at anything you do. So in what sense? Say for example, because I'm doing YouTube, because I'm doing Instagram, because I'm doing workouts on Instagram, it's like people categorize you in this thing of, okay, first off, when someone says something like, you're so confident, you're so this. For me, at first it used to be like, oh my gosh, yes, thank you. But then there are people you see who say that you're so confident, like with the way you look, girl, you're too confident. Like they're almost telling you, why don't you sit down? Because, you know. But me, let me tell you one thing. I think I'm those people who do not take any negative Nancy's in my life. And if you're a Nancy out there, I have nothing against you. It's just a thing. But I feel like at the end of the day, I'm never going to stop living the life that God has created me to live. I'm never going to stop going after the things I want because of my size. If anything, my size has made me money because I'm a model. My size has given me the respect that I actually deserve because when I was way younger, say when I was 25 and I applied for a certain job, and maybe you reach an office and you're dressed a certain way, you're looking all good and cute, people would be like, oh my God, you're so brilliant. Yet you're actually so young. I'm like, yes, boo-hoo, but guess what? I look lovely, I'm brilliant, so what you gotta say? Are you giving me the job or not? Of course, I wouldn't say it like that, but in my head, I'm thinking, man, I have showed up 110%. What are you saying? What are you telling me, right? So for anyone who believes that being a plus size person or a thinner person is a curse, I think you should learn to turn that into a blessing. And I think this is where I appreciate today's generation. The way we see things, the way we do things with social media, it has kind of helped people feel good about their bodies. While many were feeling bad about their bodies, there are still those who are feeling better about their bodies, seeing people like us do our things, seeing people like Nyosi, for those who know her, doing her thing very confidently. I have never been happier to be thick, like at such a time as this. So for me, when I do my workouts, is to be able to remain fit, to keep healthy, to feel happy, to rest my mind. So this whole target of, okay, I have to lose this, you know, 1 million kilograms. I might have a goal, but I'm not going to ever put myself on pressure. I am instead going to say, I want this to be a lifestyle that I get to live, that even at age 70, I'm able to do some stretches, I'm able to do some sit-ups, you know, that kind of thing. So instead of feeling like I have to look a certain way to suit a certain standard, because actually people even think we are not supposed to date because of how we look. But man, that's your business. That's your business. If you feel like we are too thick to date you, do not even approach us because you cannot maintain this body. Feeding this body is damn expensive, darlings. It's super damn expensive. But other than that, I appreciate the people who have taken off time to be knowledgeable about bodies and differences in bodies and people's different health issues and appreciating everyone the way they look. I think for starters, that makes you a lovelier person to hang around because there is this fake love and the real love that you can receive from someone knowing that they are not judging what you look like and they are happy to be around you every single time. Thank you so much for watching today's video and sitting right in. I really do appreciate each and every one of you and all the comments that you give. Do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Other than that, don't forget to do your best, be your best, and God will do the absolute rest. And before I go, we are on the road to 1K where we shall have a giveaway. I appreciate you guys so much and I love you. Bye bye.